incredible, and we have that special treat. We just wanted to tease you to make sure you're awake with us this morning, and then you get to hear them live at the end of the show.
Yes, yes. I'll be joining them on stage, doing a little, showing my little talents or doing something.
He wants to audition for the band, guys. Be careful. He's trying to get in. I don't know. That's a good call.
Most definitely.
So there is a lot going on in Delray Beach always.
Yes, yes. A lot going on in Delray.
There is a beach cleanup this Saturday, which is a very big deal, and it is a countrywide cleanup that Delray is participating in.
And it's like really international cleanup, so not even just
it's international.
Yeah, so not even just the beach. So even the streets within your community, there are certain groups, KOP mentoring group, that actually adopted a couple streets here in Delray. So a lot of times when you ride down these streets and you see this street is adopted by this such and such organization, these groups come out and make sure that they clean up these streets and keep these streets clean.
Yeah, and they're going to be rolling out more opportunities for people to be able to adopt a street so we can keep Delray extra beautiful.
Yes, yes, I totally agree. So since we've seen each other last, it's been, what, 2 weeks?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. It feels like yesterday.
So what's been going on in your world?
Well, this year is our 2 anniversary. Guys, I can't talk this morning. It is our 2-year anniversary at A Little Wild. So we are having an anniversary party this Sunday from 12 to 4. Activities for kids, fun little treats from 2 fat cookies, bubbly, all the fun things you need, and 10% off across our whole store.
You're always partying over there, and everything, it always has to be some type of bubbly.
We live here in Delray Beach, where it is paradise, so there's nothing wrong with a little bubbly. You're right in the sun here. Come this way.
I'm in the sun, yeah.
Right in the sun.
So, with me, it's basically just really been, football with my son, being a great football with them, with the Delray Rocks. They're doing phenomenal this year.
What's your podcast?
Oh, yes.
We got to talk about that again. Yes. So anybody who missed it last time can hear it.
Yeah, so the podcast is called 568 Sports. So we just talk about a lot of sports that's going on here in Palm Beach County. Bring on former athletes, professional athletes, coaches. We give a lot of pointers to parents, while we're on there. So if you can go to any podcasting platform and just type in 568 in your face, baby. Yes.
And I know we talked about this a little bit last time too, but I love the fact that you are coming from all different angles, hearing every side of the story. Yes. So how the players are feeling, how the coaches are feeling, how the parents are feeling. Because everybody feels and sees things a little different. So to have those views, it's going to make everybody that much stronger.
Well, I think what it is, over my 20 years of really coaching football, I can't really believe I'm saying 20 years.
I know, you're old.
But 20 years of coaching football on the youth level and on the high school level, there's a lot of things that I ran into with parents, coaches, players, good, bad, and the ugly. And I just want to share, my experiences with a lot of people. So just in case somebody else may go through something and don't know how to handle that situation, I can provide any type of guidance for them.
That is so kind and generous. And I think, and you're doing it in such a fun way because it's you. I mean, so it's entertaining and fun and exciting, and it's available on any streaming platform
any streaming platform. Yes, it is.
Do you want to come this way? This sounds like right in your face. We're going to do a little shiftaroo here because the man has sun right in his eyeball.
I'll lean forward.
Okay. So, I mean, as we know, this is such a sports town. We have athletes, we have beautiful facilities, and we're in paradise.
Yes.
And we have some strong members of our community that make it happen.
Yes, and actually we're going to bring on probably, if you don't know this lady, we're going to bring on Miss Yvonne Lee Odom. She's a community leader, and everybody knows that she's the grandmother of our new champion here at Delray Beach. But if you don't know who it is, guess what? We'll go to a little clip. And we'll play that clip for you guys.
Stuff, anytime. I think that happened like 6 months after Ruby Bridges did her integration. So, she had to deal with a lot of things, racial injustice, and her leading the way that she is and being so kind to everyone, regardless of their background, is something that I take inspiration from. And that's why I always say I like to know everybody's perspective, whether I agree with it or not. I think it's important to know everybody's perspective because some people are raised in a certain environment and they don't know any other way. So I think she always taught me to approach every situation with kindness and understanding. And I think for her to go through what she did during that time is something that I think what I do, putting out a tweet or saying a speech, is so easy compared to that. So that's why I have no problem doing the things that I do. And always reminds me that I'm a person first instead of an athlete.
See how loved you are. And that is a champion.
I'm not here to talk about Coco.
No Coco.
I can, but I'm here for a very special reason.
A a very important reason for this town. So tell us why you are here. This is her moment. So we all love Coco. We're all cheering her on, but right now we're cheering on Miss Odom.
Yes. That's because I want to cheer on this community. I want to take you back probably 60 years with Seacrest segregated, Carver segregated, but there were a group of men who thought it not robbery to support the high school. They were called the Hilltoppers. Then on the other side of town, with the segregated Carver High School, there were a group of businessmen called themselves the Quarterback Club who supported the athletic program at Carver. Fast forward through the years, the Hilltoppers Club transitioned to the new high school Atlantic. And I'm so proud of the fact to let you guys know that we're the only school in Palm Beach County who kept a little bit of the segregated white school, the colors green and white, and the segregated Carver, the eagle, the mascot, and became Atlantic High School. So now I want to bring those two back, because what the businessmen did was literally support the athletic program. We want to revitalize the Hilltoppers Club and then also include the Quarterback Club. And we will make these donations to Atlantic High School and Village Academy proportionally because of the student athletes. So far, we have 21 members. We were able to donate Atlantic $9,000 and Village $1,000 because it's prorated, but Village and Atlantic was so appreciative. So here's my plea. I have 21. My goal is to get 200 of you guys to pay $500. You will get 4 passes to all the sports at both high schools, special parking, also a VIP section where you can sit without the kids bothering you.
That's worth the $500 right there. That's worth the $500.
So let us bring back the spirit. Now I know we have a lot of newcomers, but those of you who've been here longer than 30 years, you know how supportive both communities were to both high schools. I think of the legendary Coach Cooper, Coach Price, Coach Baldwin, my husband's coach, Coach Pompey, all those people who, they were mutual friends. Because literally, Carver played on Thursday, the white folks came, and Atlantic played on Friday. The black folks came, even though they had a special section for the black people, believe it or not. But they supported each other. And the community always did, and I think that's why Delray is so special.
Absolutely.
You know, and I totally agree. And when you hear the passion when Ms. Odom speaks about this, she's actually one of the first that really integrated.
I was the first.
Oh, I'm sorry, correction. Correct me.
Oh, yeah.
By yourself.
I graduated with 5 others by the time I was a senior, yes. So, yes,
Now,
a full year. And that's why I learned how people are good, bad, and ugly in every way. And if you all would get that, just look at this combination here. There was a time this young man could not sit next to this young lady.
Cry.
But I'm saying, we can't forget that.
No, you can't.
So moving forward, we can make this place a better place.
Yes.
But I love Delray, and Delray can be an example for the world.
Absolutely.
Because if you look at our history, we didn't have the big riots, and that's because of relationship. And it has been that way all of my life. I married my high school sweetheart. We've lived here. I taught here for 45 years. Many of my students are still around. And my husband coached this young man and gave him a whooping too, I think.
He probably deserves a couple of them.
He did.
We know he's not. But look at the man he's became because
his
of
only
these.
players that he did.
I make sure I get you to understand. You can Zelle at Ali, A-L-I, CDs, DelrayBeachCD.org, or the address is 1026 Southwest 7th Avenue, Delray Beach, or I'll be glad to come by and pick it up. But I wanted to honor those original members from the Hilltoppers, Dr. Frank Casera, Dr. E. Farber, who actually started it. Right. Coach Price told me about him. Wow. Vern Astor, Jimmy Love, Lloyd Benson, Bud McAdee, Sam Woolbright. And then the Quarterback Club, Lester O.F. Youngblood, who happened to be one of our city commissioners, Lee Youngblood, Marvin Smith, George Coleman, A.H. Holliday, who was the principal of Carver. Odom Mitchell, Herman Stevens, Leonard Bain, Clinton Freeman, and many others. These were just the original ones, but so many on both sides supported these two high schools.
So, for the people out there, you may be thinking, okay, because we have a lot of new people here in Delray Beach.
A lot of new people.
This is coming from a former high school coach.
Yeah.
The school don't get any funding
for the students.
For the programs.
Yes.
So everything is grassroots by the athletic director and by the coaches. So for a budget for a coach to run a program 1 year, especially at Atlantic, you have about 220 kids around just the football program.
Just football, but
so
it's
just
over
for football,
500, up close to 600.
Wow.
And think about this, just for football, to run a successful program, you need $150,000 a year.
Yeah.
$150,000. You don't get anything from the school district.
Yes.
And,
Which is crazy if you think about it. Like,
and then that puts the burden on the individual student and parent, and that's what got me to thinking.
Right. So,
and it's just not fair.
No.
I was sending a kid home with a letter to his parents saying, listen, this will be your team fee. And I felt bad about it. $525 to go home. And now I have kids that's missing practice during the summer because they're trying to work to try to make money to pay for their team fee.
They shouldn't have to do that.
They shouldn't have to do that. So think about the funds that you guys are giving or that you want to give. This is what it's going to. So to be able to give $9,000, that only puts a dent.
Yes.
That only puts a dent into it.
If I get those 200, we'll be yes.
There we go.
And
so
I have gotten assurance from both principals, Ms. Edwards and Ms. Dixon, that this money will go directly to the students.
Okay.
To forego their fees and the responsibilities that they have as athletes. So come on, Delray. Don't disappoint me. You never have, and don't do it now.
And how could they get in contact with you, Ms. Odom, if they have questions?
I'm Yvonne Lee Odom, but I'm president of Delray Beach CDC, and we are the fiscal agent. I gave out the information earlier. I will repeat it.
And we'll make sure we post it too, so they can see it.
Carol Howard, who is our longtime resident. The address is 1026 Southwest 7th Avenue, Delray Beach, or you can Zelle to Allie at delraybeach.org. Okay. Or I will be happy to come by and fix you up. I'll pick it up. My number is 561-542-0710.
Now, hold on. She put her number out there. Only call her if you giving money. Don't be calling her about no craziness.
Right.
She doesn't have time.
And I don't know anything about Coco, so don't ask me about Coco.
She doesn't know anything.
So I really appreciate this opportunity.
Yes.
Thank you
so much.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we have a mission.
Yes.
Let's make this happen for our city.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Always
very
nice
much,
to
Ms.
see you,
Odom.
Ms. Odom. And now I'm the one shifting in the sun.
That's all right. I need a little tan anyways. I woke up on the pale side this morning.
That's not funny because look, you got a ghost sitting next to you. I never see the sun clearly. But I think this is, guys, 200 people, $500. How many people are in Delray Beach now?
A lot of it.
A lot of them. And how many businesses? A lot of them.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen for Ms. Odom. Yes.
So next, we have another incredible group of people changing lives here in Delray Beach. We have Elizabeth, the event coordinator of Tri-County Animal Rescue, and a friend. Hi, baby.
How you didn't introduce the friend.
And what was his name again?
Harold.
Harold. And we have Harold here.
Introducing Harold.
Hi, Harold. You're so sweet. And you said he's 13?
He's 11 years
11.
old.
I'm making up all kinds of numbers this morning. Guys, I had no coffee. This is not good.
He's a senior dog. He's a representative of Tri-County Animal Rescue.
So for people who don't know your organization, tell us a little bit about who you are and all the beautiful things you're doing.
Tri-County Animal Rescue was founded in 1996. We are in West Boca Raton and founded by Susie Goldsmith and Jeanette Christos. We have been there 27 years and we have saved the lives of over 89,000 dogs and cats in that time. Saved them from euthanasia, which is our main goal. We have found them in so many horrific situations. We have saved them from puppy mills, from hoarding situations, in the aftermath of natural disasters where they're wandering the streets, save them from the loss of strays, surrendering situations where their families can no longer take care of them. They've had to move into nursing homes or have passed away. So many bad situations where they would have been euthanized if we hadn't saved them. We are a no-kill shelter. We only euthanize if they are beyond suffering and need to be put down. And you have to do it in those situations, and we make those calls when we have to.
Which is a hard call to make.
It's a very hard call to make, as families of dogs and cats know so well. And I've had to do it personally several times, and it breaks your heart so much that getting another dog in that situation is so hard. But when you are a dog or cat person, you know you will do it, and you do it knowing that your dog or cat's life will be shorter than yours. And but you do it because you have to have that dog or cat in your family. I've been doing it for 8 years now, and it's not a job that you ever think you'll have. But once you have it, I mean, who gets to have dogs in their office
it's so fun.
on a daily basis?
Like this sweet little face looking at you while you're at work.
And he, you know, Harold is a representative of one of our programs, a senior to senior program. He's being fostered by a senior couple who he is their sidekick. They take him everywhere. And his mom is going through chemo, and she and Harold are bonded to each other in such a way that they make each other's life so much better. He makes her feel so much better as she's going through this terrible process. And I know he makes her more well, and he has a heart issue, and she makes him more well. We do this every day with so many dogs and cats in our facility.
So for people who are watching and they want to be involved with your organization, because anybody out there who's an animal lover, we hate to think of these sweet babies being hurt or suffering. How can they get involved and give or do something?
We actually, the main thing that I do is coordinate events, and we have like so many fundraising events throughout the year. We have several really large ones where we have 300-400 guests attend.
Wow.
That the ticket prices are higher, the brunches and dances, and we have a very large one coming up November 19th up in West Palm Beach called the Peppermint Bark and Brunch. This is our 9th annual one.
Oh, wow.
And that one will have a brunch. We have several boutiques like trunk shows where people can shop. It's a festive one for pre-holiday, so it's a gift one. We have a very large raffle, which really is a high-end raffle, so the gifts in that one are really good. Everything that's raised goes directly into our emergency medical fund, which funds pro bono surgeries, which we do for people that cannot afford to, pay for the medical costs. We have a completely high-end veterinary clinic, the Lowest Pope Pet Clinic, which we built 2 years ago completely from private donations. It took us 10 years to raise that, and we built it on our property. We built it for the less fortunate families, the low-income families in our community that would have to make that decision of whether to feed their kids or pay for their pets' medical bills. And we don't want people's families to be broken up and them have to give up their pets for that reason.
Especially for kids when they love their animals, to have to give them up because of something.
They can't pay
like
for their medical bills, and it's so frequent. And we get a lot of surrenders for that reason, and we hate to take them in for that reason. So we are the ones that you can come to when you can't pay for those bills.
And you guys have a website that people can go to?
Yes, it's TriCountyAnimalRescue.com, and it has all of the information that you need to be able to come to that clinic, the phone numbers you need to call and especially spaying and neutering. We do not adopt out our pets without them being spayed or neutered first. It's very important to have your pets spayed or neutered and have a microchip inserted so that if they get lost, they can be found and returned to you. We do not adopt out a pet without a microchip being inserted in the back of their neck.
That's a great tip.
It has to be done, and always make sure your pet has a collar with an identification tag. So often we have people calling that they've lost a pet and they do not have any ID on them. And it's very unfortunate, but they often can't be found without that on them. And you need to make sure your pet has ID, whether it's a microchip and a collar or either or. Because any vet or shelter can scan that microchip and find the home of the pet.
Wow.
So,
all right.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing your message.
One more thing.
Yes, of course.
We have an event coming up October 19th at Deck 84 here in Delray Beach. We bring a couple of dogs to show the adoptable dogs that we have to represent the shelter. And we have raffle items that we raffle at the restaurant. We call the raffle items out inside and people win baskets. And we bring our donation box, of course. We actually make sure that people donate as they enter for dinner so we can get donations that way. We do not get any donations from the government, federal or city. We get everything privately, and we, as Yvonne was saying, we beg the residents of Delray and Boca and the surrounding community to please donate, because this is how we stay alive and keep pets from euthanasia.
Wow, what a beautiful mission.
Thank you very much for joining us and sharing that. So y'all heard it, October 19th, Deck 84. Come out and support. Come out and support. Yes, nice little party at Deck 84.
Who doesn't want to go hang out?
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you
very
so much. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks.
Sweet guy. My dog is old and he's blind in his eye too, so I'm looking at him and I'm like, he's just like my Bruno. Thank you.
My dog needs a job.
Your dog needs a job.
Listen, I just get pictures all the time. My dog is laid up, sprawled out on the couch with his legs up, just relaxing. He lives a good life. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a job.
Let's move over because we're going to welcome our next two guests. You want to welcome our next guest?
Yeah, so listen. This guy is the flyest guy that I know. He doesn't have his cowboy boots on today, but he's always fly and spill. Here we go. We got Rob Swears and also Anna Nelson, Executive Vice President of Ginger Brands and the Director of Sales. Let's welcome them to the show.
Welcome. We got to move over. They need two chairs.
Oh, we're going through?
Yeah, you're both coming in. And you guys match today. Look how cute. I love it.
Yeah. I could have put my salmon color on today, too. I told you he's always 50.
But it's all about vibrant colors.
That's right. Especially in a place like this. I mean, you can't come in these doors and not be happy and smiling.
Yeah.
Whoa, our favorite.
Cocktail to it, and you're really smiling after
Wow.
that. So.
They already know. Listen,
They knew who was coming today.
yeah, that's how you that's a shot.
Okay, so what do we have in front of us? What is in front of us this time, guys?
So you have the Shark Attack. This is one of our frozen drinks that you can share. One of our top specialty drinks. There's grenadine inside of that, so you kind of pour it over. So that's the blood.
Oh, can I do it? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to hit the flamingos though. Just the sharkies.
Oh.
And then mix this through.
How fun is this? Oh, I'm gonna lose one.
No, you good.
That is so fun.
So I think these are
I've
one of
never
the
had
things.
this one here.
These are one of the things that really takes the experience
Yes.
of coming to a spot
Yes.
like this over the top. This is the first thing people like to do right now. Take a picture, make a reel.
Of course.
It should be an experience.
Yes.
You know, and you guys do provide that experience. And there's other things besides the food that you can do while you're here as well.
Everywhere you look, it is aesthetically pleasing. So for the Instagram girls out there, or now TikTok, I guess I'm
Either
old.
one
I'm
of
showing that I'm a millennial, guys. Instagram is not the thing anymore.
Good thing
TikTok.
you didn't say MySpace.
They're saying, yeah, I'm
Uh-oh.
not. Wow, guys. But when you come in here, anywhere you look, it is aesthetically pleasing. You have beautiful food, beautiful environment, incredible music. I mean, what is not to love here? You've thought of everything.
But look at the additional items too. You want enhanced seating.
Yes.
We have these phenomenal cabanas that can accommodate 10 guests. It sets the vibe. It sets the tone. That's what separates us from our competitors. Having that ambiance and walking into it and feeling bedazzled and wowed and wanting to take those photo opportunities. Who doesn't want to take a Patron tree, enjoy
I mean, this is
while
insane.
taking some great shots, posting
This
about
is the
it,
coolest
and sharing
thing,
those.
period. I mean, and it keeps on coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll let y'all do the talking.
I know, you see, he's like, okay, I'm checked out. You put something too good in front of him.
No problem.
So what would you say on the menu is your favorite thing? Do you have a favorite? When you come here, the thing that you have to try?
Obviously, the coconut shrimp is one of our top ones, and I think that
coconut shrimp.
our brunch menu has really changed over the last probably 2 months. So we really tried to step up our brunch. So the salted caramel French toast with the banana set, that's kind of where we're pushing.
That is
we want you guys to come in
insane.
Saturday and Sunday. We do brunch. You guys can come in, have a great time, sit around with the ladies, sit around with the guys, have some beers, have some champagne and some mimosas, and enjoy some great food. And then spend 3-4 hours here playing games, listening to music, DJ, live band. We want you to kind of not have to go anyplace else. We give you everything in one shot.
But we enhanced it too, right? Now you can have an interaction feel with our s'more station.
That is so
Build your
cool.
own. Have fun with it. Feel like a kid again. That's what it's all
That's
about.
what I was just about to say. I know my son would even have a kid.
Yeah. Feel free to dive in.
So I was out in Naples at a charity golf tournament.
That was delicious.
And I was telling people where I was from and what I'm doing, and it was like, "What? I've been over there to throw social. This is in Naples.
People
it's
are
on the West
talking
Coast. Like,
about
oh, I
you.
love that place." And they would come over for brunch, So you guys are making an impact of a lot of people over South Florida right now. And I think when you guys really took over this space, you guys hit the ground running, and
haven't stopped.
The line was wrapped around
better. Oh yeah, there was one night I tried to get in. It was my friend's birthday, and afterwards we're like, oh, where should we go? I was like, oh, let's go to Throw Social. Guys, we couldn't get in. I was like, I felt like a kid. You know, when you're a kid, you're trying to get in the club, and you're like, and we were like, oh, and then we were like a lot older than a lot of people too, and I was like, oh my God, we're the old people. I can't get in the club. This is embarrassing. I was like, because I'm like, oh yeah, let's go over there. One of the girls hadn't been, and I'm like, you're going to love this place, and I was like, well, we'll have to come another time. But it shows people are coming out. They're excited to come here. They're excited to come back, and they're excited to tell their friends.
And it's great for all ages, though.
Yes.
You hit it right there.
Yeah.
We have entertainment available 7 days a week. So you're looking at a live band, which we're going to feature here in just a few moments with Rubik, who is fantastic. We have different things. Last night, it was our live band karaoke. So just imagine having a full band behind you, singing your heart out. I mean, you're going to sound like Tina Turner or Whitney Houston, So come on out and have fun.
So you're always having all kinds of fun events. So everybody talks about New Year's. So what do we have to look forward to both for Halloween and for New Year's this year?
So Halloween's going to be, it's one of our biggest nights. So, obviously we'll have our dress competition. We'll have costumes. We'll make sure that we're doing that. We're pushing right now to be the top giveaway on the Atlantic Avenue.
Got to be present to win.
Definitely.
Okay.
So I seen the flyer for the Halloween brunch.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a good time.
you gotta have a nice costume on then, I guess.
So we better work on your costume if you're coming.
And not
I have a
just
friend
you.
that's a designer.
They know how to make you something. Somebody can make you something.
But not just you two. Monday night, we're going to have a doggy costume contest, too.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Who doesn't love that?
Puppies.
So if you can match, even better.
What
Bonus
creative
points.
programming, though, and I do, like you said, there is something for all ages because you have different kinds of music constantly. So it's not just one genre, so you can always figure out some kind of music that's going to resonate with you. I'm not very good at this, guys.
I think too.
I'm not doing so good.
Nice golden brown.
I'm like, it's not going so good.
You guys are really elevating it.
Yes.
I mean, every time I've been in here, there's something new.
Yeah.
You're taking it to the next level. It's not the status quo.
Nope.
It's something totally different. So when you come down Atlantic Avenue, it's not just like a regular spot where you just want to sit and have a boring little dinner or a boring little lunch or a boring brunch.
Nothing boring here.
This is a fun place.
This is not for boring people.
No, this is not for
boring
boring
people.
people.
Can sit in the back and watch, actually. For boring people, you can watch.
Different than everybody else.
Right.
I mean, you are in competition with a bunch of restaurants that are around the avenue. That sets us off. We're totally different than everybody. So you can have a dinner on the avenue, come back down here, have a good time with us, get a cabana, spend some time with your friends, and then as you drink through the night, you get a little more hungry. Now we have those handhelds, those shareables, things that you can grab while you're drinking, and then have a great time and finish off the rest of the night with us.
I could just sit here and do this all day. I think you can hire me to terribly roast the marshmallows for all of your guests because this is great. So we have a big event that is going to be hosted here that everybody in town is talking about. So can you tell us a little bit about what to expect for We Are Delray?
Absolutely. Talk about top of the line entertainment, enhancements, different photo opportunities, great food selections. We're excited. We're excited to partner with
Everyone's
the chamber.
excited.
And it's just going to be one of those opportunities where we can really showcase an event.
Yes.
We are more than just that evening function, that evening night out. We can host up to 600 guests comfortably throughout the entire venue. We offer special event opportunities for all of our guests, provide custom menu options. So understand, we take that idea, we work with the guests and make it that elevated experience that they're looking for.
So I think too, if you guys don't know what the We Are Delray event is, it's actually an annual event for the chamber. I think it's one of the biggest events that the chamber does. Last year was out at the Seagate Country Club. This year is going to be here. It's going to be a big event. So if you don't have your tickets,
get it now.
You better get your tickets now for the We Are Delray.
It sold out last time.
And I think that,
and
it's going to be a private event. It's going to be shut down just for that chamber event for We Are Delray. And then once the event is over, then you can go in and party. Enjoy the party all night. Continue partying all night.
So much fun.
I think this was an awesome venue and awesome idea for the We Are Delray event. What other exciting things do you guys have coming up?
Well, I mean, obviously Christmas is right down the road. So you have Christmas coming. We always have Santa, so that's a huge thing for us. And we do Santa you know, 5 straight days. We do.
If you need a fill-in for Santa, I'll fill in too.
Don't tempt him.
He is pretty jolly. He is pretty jolly.
5 straight days, so it gives you the ability to come out and take pictures. And then on a Monday, you can bring your pets. We can do pictures with the pets.
That's so cute.
So it's something to look forward to. And then obviously New Year's Eve, and that's going to be the big bash for us. And we're slowly leaking out that information of what we're going to do this year. We really want to make sure that it's perfect, and we're going to have a great bash, and it's going to be awesome, and we'll fill up, and come down. I'll get you in. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. See, guys, we can get in, and we can get in. I promise. We'll be locked out.
You guys are doing so well. Are there any opportunities that are happening where you guys going to expand to other areas, or?
Ooh, good question.
So we're coming to Miami. We're not going to tell you where we're going to Miami, but we're coming to Miami. So that's going to be coming down. So I'd say about this time next year, be looking for our Miami location. And then we're taking offers in a lot biggest we're looking at a bunch of different locations. Vegas is on our
That would be
radar.
great in Vegas.
Nashville is also on our radar. Our biggest growth is in South Florida right now, and I think that's where we're really focusing on. Enough location or area away from each other that we're not cannibalizing ourselves. But I think the Miami location is going to be huge, and 2025,
but not better than Delray.
Nothing's better than Delray.
Miami, guess what?
You don't even need to say it, Jamel.
Guess what?
Delray is
it
the
started
best
here
always.
first, baby. Started here first, Delray.
Delray is the best always.
Trendsetter.
So is there anything else that you want to make sure anybody knows about Throw Social?
Absolutely. Well, right now we're going to feature our New Year's Eve band here in just a few.
We can't wait. They're amazing.
Yes, that 80s vibe band, really to set that night off.
Yes.
So it is going to be an exciting time for us. We're very much looking forward to that.
No, I can't wait for them to play either. I mean, even just at the beginning, I got that little teaser.
As we walked in, we were like, ooh. We're like, this is going to be a good day.
Last time we came, you guys had a DJ and everything. Now you got a live band. Always stepping up. He was awesome also.
Every single performer that I have seen here has been top notch. Talking about Nashville, you feel like you're in Nashville with the quality of music.
Yes.
Every performer that steps foot on your stage really is top notch.
We want to give you something different all the time. And last time that we talked a year ago when we said that was our goal was you could come in here 5, 6, 7 different times a week. You get something different all the time.
Experience.
Which is incredible.
We want you to. We want you see a band on Monday. You can do karaoke on Tuesday. You can do all this stuff, and then weekends you get bands and DJs. So we want you to experience us multiple times.
All right.
Amazing.
Well, I'm ready to put. I have my dancing shoes
guys.
on, so I'm ready to get onto the stage.
Still ready to dance.
I want the band to go ahead and take it away.
All right.
I have to go feel this energy.
Made of these, who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas, everybody. ideas. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, because here we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com.